And we're up and about. We're live. We're back. Tatts and Tarrasques, or at least most of them. Welcome back to another week of the Underdark Pirates campaign. I'm your host, Dan, and previously on Tatts and Tarrasques, the party were in the deep tunnels of underneath Grastelach, or in our tongue, the Grim City, the City of Grim, where they were enlisting help with, if we remember this far back, they were enlisting help for weapons that could resist oozes and acid to arm the people of Blingdenstone as they are coming up upon a war with the Pudding King in the near future, or sometime in the near future. But they got a little bit sidetracked. They sunk a casino boat. Some say accidentally, some say on purpose. Made their way out with an item of interesting note, an item of exquisite engineering. However, it was stolen from them rather quickly. And at some point, they were also taken into the confidence of Emberchad, the Red Dragon, in the city of Grim. And he had asked the party to look out for a dragon egg that had been stolen from him. They were also asked by the priests of Emberchad to return the egg to them first, and not the dragon. And they made their way into these they're already in the Underdark, but into the tunnels, the wallstone tunnels beneath the city of Grim, chasing after a Darrow, sort of a corrupted gnome dwarf creature, seeking the return of their boomcree, as Pauly calls it. After finding a new friend, a little mushroom friend in the Underdark, and getting into all sorts of interesting fun, as well as having a bit of a trip down memory lane with a cultist. They had followed the trail that Winfred's nose had led them into this chamber here, where we find ourselves now. They sort of popped the door and burst in, and if I remember correctly, Pauly, you kind of went in loud?
That sounded like me.
Yeah.
It sounds like
went
me.
in holding your Talon like an M16, if I recall correctly.
That's correct, yes. Yeah. We're raiding this sumbitch.
Yeah, so this is going to be interesting with two of us.
Yeah. Where are we here? Cool. The area is sort of surprisingly clean and orderly compared to the rest of the tunnels you've been wandering around in. And as you sort of burst in, you hear in Dwarvish sort of angry voices, and then the march of boots on stone, until you see Pauly and Sorn. You see two grey-skinned dwarves step out, one sort of hooded, the other uncapped, and this is kind of what they look like. The one who has walked forward, as soon as he sees you two, pulls out sort of a large pick off his belt and starts yelling at you in Dwarvish. And then he sees you, Sorn, and switches to Undercommon. And he says, "What are you two doing here? We're not expecting anyone today."
No, we are on the path of a Darrow that has stolen something from us. We mean you no harm, but we are looking for him. If you've seen him, he had, and I hold out his hat. I say he had this on him when I saw him last, but now I have it because he took from me, so I took from him. But we're trying to find him.
The Duragar wearing the hood kind of steps forward and says to you in Undercommon, there are many Darrow in these tunnels, drow. He sort of sees the hat and says, if you are looking for Droki, you just missed him.
Oh, which way did he go?
He dropped off a package and left. He left out the door that you came in, and I would thank you to exit the same way.
What I describe the shape of the item that was stolen from us, and just say the package that he dropped off wouldn't happen to contain this thing, and describe it to him.
He kind of looks at you. The dwarves kind of confer in Dwarvish, and then the main one says, I fail to see how that's any business of yours.
Well, it is our belonging, so
what's he saying? I don't speak Undercommon. I've got no idea I have no idea what's happening right now.
I just raise my hand and just say to Pauly, don't worry, I'm like, I say in common but quietly, do not worry. Droki, the one that stole from us, dropped off a package to these guys. They won't tell me if our boomkree was in it, but I'm trying to get to the bottom of this. And if we need to attack, I will let you know.
Okay.
And then I go back.
The signal will be pineapples.
Okay. And then I take a step forward, like non-threateningly, and just continue to say, well, it was
Let's hope Undercommon doesn't have anything that's close to pineapples.
It won't. We'll make sure. With my understanding of Undercommon, I'll make sure not to say anything that sounds like that. I'll just say, well, that is something of great importance to us, and we'd be very, very grateful to get it back. And I'm sure Ember Chad, the dragon, would be very happy if you would aid us, being a dragon.
So they confer again, and he says, well, if you're here to do business, we can do business. We have potions to sell, but as for other items or, things of that nature, I mean, we don't want anything to do with the Red Dragon. But if you are missing something, if you've lost something, perhaps we can help you. We have quite a way of getting our hands on items in the city.
I just need to know if Droki dropped off our item with you. If he did, we are happy to continue to converse and maybe come to an agreement. If he did not, we will turn and leave out the door we came and continue looking for Droki.
Well, if never heard of it, never heard of this thing. But if you want us to be on the lookout for it, and your coin is right, we could certainly try and track it down for you.
Can I insight that just to see if he's on the level?
Yeah.
That is an 11. That's useless.
Let me see.
I can't help you because I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah. We've spent a lot of time in the Underdark with 3 party members that don't speak Undercommon.
I should really speak Undercommon. Yeah, I should have tried to learn Undercommon.
I don't think we've been down here long enough for you to learn a language.
Good point.
I also think like Pauly's way of communicating is throwing coins at people.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just about to throw like a fistful of coins at these guys.
Yeah. Where's my... There we go. My dice wasn't rolling or wasn't refreshing for some reason. Sorry, my dice roll is not liking me at the moment. Let's try over here. It knows that that I'm trying to fuck you over and just doesn't like. So what was your roll?
It was an 11.
11 total. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. you get that this guy's probably fucking with you, or not. Like, he's not telling you everything he knows, at the very least. It's not clear. You're not sure what you're getting off him. It could be that, he's just trying to make some coin out of you. It could be that he knows exactly what you're talking about. It could be that he has a clue but doesn't know exactly. Right? Like, there's definitely something. You're picking up something.
All right, what's he saying?
He's saying that he doesn't know, but I don't know if I believe him.
All right. Do you two speak common? Point at them.
They look at each other, and the one with the hood kind of says something in Dwarvish to the other one. He runs off, and then comes back with a potion, like a little potion bottle, hands it to the alchemist, or hands it to the hooded one. He pops it, drinks it, and looks at you and goes, and sort of encourages you to say again.
All right. So do you speak common?
Yes.
Okay. Good. Now, and then I'm gonna literally explain everything the exact same way that Dylan did, but just like make it more elongated. You know what I mean? To like
long-winded.
Yeah. And then and then go. So do you bloody have it or not? And then I want to intimidate him.
I will guidance that.
Yeah, I want to intimidate him, and go like, and if you have it, and you don't give it to us, this is not going to end well for you.
So you've got an extra D4 on top of whatever you roll. Oh yeah, that was close to being good.
Roll D4. So with that as well. 11.
It's an 11.
11?
Yeah.
He says, in common, yeah, well, you actually, the creature knows at least one language it can hear. You hear it, and it almost sounds like Aaraockra. Like, you just hear it in your native tongue. In fact, you both do. Okay. And he speaks to you, Pauly, and says, you're a long way from the surface world. This is the realm of the grey ghosts. I don't think you understand the predicament you're in. You are in no position to be making threats.
Well, Steel speaks just as good on the surface as it does down in the Underdark. And when I start speaking with my steel, people start dropping.
While Pauly's saying this, I'll interject and just be like, steel speaks, copper speaks better, but and I want to make a deception roll and just say, if you aid us, you will be spared by the drow army that will come through.
Okay.
And come on, please be good. That's a 15 total. My rolls have not been good.
He says, a drow army that's going to come through. But how will they know the grey ghosts are here if you don't make it out alive? And we're going to roll initiative.
Yeah.
Okay.
We try the best we possibly can.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair enough. I really wish I rolled like much better. I needed at least a 13 to be a 20 total. I've 17. Got a +7 to deception. That's an 11. Oh my god.
There's a lot of them. Holy shit.
Yeah.
We've only seen 2 of them, so it's fine.
I can see 3 more from where I'm standing. Yes. I have superior dark vision. But we do have a Winfred behind us as well.
Oh, that's right too. Yes, we can. Winfred.
Oh yeah, I'll include Winfred in here. We go roll for him. Oh hey guys. It's like I'm here. All right. The first Duergar kind of steps forward and starts to grow in size, and everything he's wearing, everything he's carrying, just grows just like that little bit bigger as he starts walking forward towards you. Position each.
Oh,
Yep, he's a big boy now.
Yeah.
Oh god.
And he sort of unslings that, that war pick now becomes sort of a sledgehammer compared to you as he sort of walks forward. But that's his entire action. The okay. What's each of your? Actually, I can check this. Okay, cool. Pauly. This big guy is moving towards you and Sorn, or mostly towards Sorn, because Sorn's kind of stepped up into his grasp. Oh, yeah, it's stepped forward.
I'm gonna just literally dive right at him and then try and stab away at him.
Okay.
No, all pretenses have been dropped once a dwarf gets bigger than me. All right. Boom. 24.
24 will definitely hit.
I'm gonna re-roll D8 with my piercer ability.
Mm-hmm.
Boom! Way worth it.
Nice.
So that is 13. So 28 damage.
Jeez, yeah. So you, how do you want to do this?
Just honestly, I'm probably just gonna go like, all right, you fucking asked for it, and then just slit his throat.
Yeah.
Like not even really like maybe like let's say I walked up calmly and just seeing him get bigger, I'm like bigger target, slice his throat, and I want to keep walking afterwards.
Yeah, so you're able to sort of walk up calmly, leap up into the air to kind of slice along his throat, Zorro style. You do the P, slit through his throat, and then like as you land, you just the thump of this large figure, and then he kind of shrinks back down to normal size, dead on the ground.
All right, I'm like, we can end it there. You can just give us the bloody pistol, or I can keep going. And I'm gonna like try, yeah, well maybe persuade them to leave it at that. I'm happy to not take my next turn, like my bonus action, if that's okay. Try and persuade them.
They still seem pretty pissed.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, they're gonna be angry.
They are a little bit taken aback by the way that you cut through that man, that dwarf, but or the Duergar, I should say. But yeah, had not
All right, so
not backing down. These guys are hard.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go in for the Mind Master and try and get him with a dagger. Boom, 24.
There's the rolls that we needed during our checks earlier.
Yep. 24 will hit. Yep.
Awesome. Okay. So just 5 damage.
Okay. Cool. And where do you end up?
I'll probably just go back like here.
Okay. Cool.
I like how you'll know that I'm gonna swoop your boy away.
Yeah.
Getting the fuck out quickly.
Okay. So the one in the hood who you've just kind of stabbed with the dagger and then leapt back, he yells, and you understand him. He's like you surface a piece of excrement, reaches into his robes and pulls out so this 2-barreled flask. There was like 2 two potions fused together. It's like a weird kind of glass. He shakes it up and throws it in between you two. I need you both make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Ooh, yep. Okay, coming back.
Okay. That's a 12. God fucking damn it. My rolls suck today. I'm going to start rolling from tabletop instead of D&D Beyond.
Dexterity. Ooh, 19.
19 is good. 12 is not as good. The concoction flies through the air. Pauly, with your beady bird eyes, you can see that there are two fluids mixing in the it flies through the air as it's thrown, and then when it cracks on the ground, fire erupts in between both of you. And let's see. Okay.
So I'm glad it was fire.
8 fire damage. Although Pauly, you take half.
Okay.
And I have resistance to fire damage.
There you go. So you also take half. Seeing you both sort of standing there in the flames, this guy is a little bit worried, somewhat, and starts running back this way to his compatriots.
All right.
I mean, yeah, you would kind of freak out just watching two guys just getting more pissed for being in the fire.
It's like, how fucking dare you throw fire at me?
Yeah, just slip just like straight up like one shot your mate, you know.
All right.
I don't know if Jakub's tuned in, but Winfred sort of saunters up, I imagine, and is just like, guys, I don't think Droki's still here. I can smell that maybe he went the other way. Are these new friends?
No, Winfred, they are not friends. We are about to unalive them.
Oh, okay. Well, if you need me for anything, just let me know.
Will do.
And Sorn, it's your turn.
All right, I will walk up out of the. I will sidestep one. Where is the fire persistent on the ground, or is it just like a quick eruption of fire and then it's?
Yeah, quick eruption of fire, almost like yeah.
Alrighty. I will shout back to the Mind Master and just say, "It's your call. I don't think you don't seem to be very happy with the outcome of your fire. Your call. If you would like to back down, you are welcome to. We can go back to talking. And I will. Oh, I'm gonna down a potion of healing because I need it.
Okay.
Alright, so that is.
So everyone's just busting out potions, drinking potions, throwing potions.
19 points of healing off that one potion. That is insane. I'll take it.
Yeah, that's potion of greater healing.
Yeah, that was great. I love that. And I will, I don't have any bonus actions left, I don't think, that I can actually do. Bonus action. No. And yeah, I'll just say what I said, drink my potion, and I'll look to Pauly and just say, Jesus Christ, my guy. Took that guy down with one slash. That was nice.
I want my boomcree.
And I'll take one more step forward. Okay. So I've moved 10 feet total.
All right. The other Duergar you can see beyond this one sort of run in to help kind of flank their friend and or boss. And kind of they're running in to the call, responding to the battle at hand. That guy's dead. All right.
Oh, there was another one down there.
Pauly.
Perfect. I am going to swoopy boy in and then get that one right in the front there.
Mm-hmm.
And just stab away at him with Talon. 19 to hit.
19 will hit.
Yeah.
Brad, do you have a fucking Jesus?
Huh?
You get a +8 to hit.
Yeah.
So this one, he's able to kind of get a shield up, but you're able to, fly in under the guard and slice him in the talon, ripping through some of his chainmail that he's wearing, inflicting 12 damage. Is it?
Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll because I can. Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll one of those sneak attack damage, the dice, d6, just because one of them's a 1. Doesn't matter, no change.
We're glad we're all here. Yep.
And then I'm gonna bonus action, fly back.
Okay. Don't you? Okay, yeah, because you get to dash as your bonus action, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, correct.
All right. So you fly.
Dope rogue shit.
Yeah. You fly back near Sorn, and the leader here, who says you're not gonna live long enough to regret fucking with the grey ghosts. Okay, we've run the underside of this city for years, and we're not going to be bested by some out-of-town surfacers.
So the under city.
That's right. We're so undercity. We're so under the undercity. It's we've come out the other side.
Mate, I've thrown a stalactite at a fucking gorgon, right? I'm pretty sure I can take on some pissy little ghost.
And he says, "Yes, you do look rather strong. You swing your sword so well, and you feel sort of encroaching in your mind, Pauly. Give me an intelligence saving throw, please."
Wait, why you gotta do this to me?
again.
Why you gotta do this to me?
As you sort of stare into his eyes, these white shot eyes of his, and you.
It is every single intelligence or wisdom or intelligence save is always bad.
You feel an overwhelming urge to use your reaction to make a melee weapon attack against a creature adjacent to you.
Sorry,
Sick.
Sean. Well, it won't hurt that much because I've already used my sneak attack, boys.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, and he
It
misses.
doesn't hurt anyway.
Pauly, you're so stilted in how you turn at Sorn. I think Sorn's maybe even seen some of this mind control stuff before.
I've experienced it a few times lately.
And you will go to attack Sorn, but Sorn, you're easily sort of step out of the way from that.
It's like, oh no, not again.
Yeah. And this guy is obviously very pissed that his fire's not working great. His everything else he's trying isn't working great either. And what's he do? So he looks at you both, and he's like, fucking beardless gnome, and then he seems to disappear. Although you realize after a moment that despite the fact that you can't see him, he is still there.
Oh, very good. That's good to know.
You can kind of still hear him, at least for now, but you've lost sight of him. It's Winfred's turn.
I'm just gonna say at the start of Winfred's turn, I'm gonna be like, Winfred, kill.
Okay. He's gonna rush in, but it's gonna take his whole turn to get in there. And he says, "Oh, you shouldn't be hurting my friends."
Thanks, Winfred. So
Can he rage still?
no, it's an action to rage.
Oh, it's a bonus action to rage.
So he could bonus action rage.
How many rages has he got? He's got rages, but Winfred's like, this isn't the kind of time where I need to, get
Turn into
ragey.
a pot plant.
Yeah.
All right, I will sidestep a little bit again, and with the that guy going invisible. Would I have heard him move away from the position he was in?
Potentially.
Trying to think. Is it a good idea? I'm going to roll the dice on this one. I'm just going to, where he was standing, I'm going to get a line of sight on that over here. And I'm going to send a firebolt to the position that he was standing in.
Okay. Yeah.
And that is a, when it rolls, 23 to hit for 13 damage.
Yeah. So roll with disadvantage because you can't actually see him. So I need you to roll again. Okay.
It's an 18 to hit for 8.
You see something. You see your firebolt hit the Duragar, and despite him being invisible, the flames sort of erupt out as if they've hit an object, and do inflict some damage. You can see, but then once the flames kind of disappear, there's still just nothing there.
I'm just going to say, after I've done that, I'm just going to go, I still see you, you fool. And I want to just try and deceive him with that to just sort of wig him out a little bit.
Sure. Yeah. Give me a deception check.
Are you serious? 2. 9 total.
You don't sound very convincing.
So unlucky.
My roll sucks today.
All right, the Duragar that kind of stepped up are going to attack Winfred, seeing as he's right up in their grill here. All right, Winfred taking a little bit of heat from these war picks. Yeah. But he shrugs most of that off. And whilst you're yelling, "Hey, I can still see you, you prick," to the lead Duragar, Sorn, you hear in Undercommon right behind your ear,
Right.
"You didn't see this coming," and a sort of purple blade erupts and sort of slices through you, dealing. What's this here? So slicing into your arm from behind, dealing 8 force damage, and you notice that there is another Duragar behind you, and he's got a sheath on his belt, like a sword sheath, but in his hand is sort of a glowing purple sword.
I want that sword.
Pauly.
Seeing someone try to be more sneaky than me, I'm not gonna like that much, and just go straight for this this Duragar behind Sorn. And attack with Talon.
He turns and easily kind of parries your blade with this sort of purplish energy blade that he's holding.
And then I'll attack with a Dagier. Actually, you know what? No.
Don't you get 2 attacks as an action?
No.
Okay.
Not that I know of.
It's a swashbuckler.
As a rogue
So.
at level 100 or whatever you're at?
Yeah, level 6.
Level 6? I don't know.
Yeah, I think you
two
get
attacks.
level 6 rogues. I'm fairly sure it is.
Don't you
I
get?
actually don't.
I think as an action you can take 2 attacks, and then you, as your bonus action, you can either offhand attack or do your dash or whatever, right?
Are you sure on that one?
Look, I'm never sure of anything, but I pretend that I am.
Okay.
Just take it. Just take it.
Okay, I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to say no.
Yeah, take an extra attack now, and then while I check.
12.
12 does not hit.
Okay. Yeah, it's alright. I'm actually going to drink a health potion as well, because I've got 4, so I'm going to just quickly quaff one now.
Yep.
Does that work? There we go. 14. Cool.
Cool. And
There we go. That's better. Full health.
maybe you
Perfect
don't.
health.
Maybe it's only fighters and shit. I thought
I didn't think so. Yeah, no.
paladins maybe and barbarians.
Yeah, barbarians.
Trying to make you cooler than you are. My bad. Sorry.
I think there is a rogue archetype that can get it,
Sure. Yeah.
but maybe not the one that
No,
Pauly is.
not what I'm playing.
Yeah, cool. That's all good. All right, so yeah, you duck in, and you use your sort of cunning action to be able to. I think because you're a rogue, you can actually pop potions of healing. Is that what you're doing as a bonus action?
Cunning action I can do as bonus action.
Yeah.
I can eat. Yeah.
So you sort of dive in there with the rapier, and start dueling with this guy, and he's pulls the blade out of Sorn, and sort of you hear this vroom as it sort of crashes into your rapier. You hear footsteps around you. And you feel something sort of brush past you, Sorn. But you're obviously sort of knee deep in combat as that happens. Yep. Cool. Winfred is going to continue on the attack with his trusty warhammer, dealing death wherever he goes, and is able with a couple of attacks bludgeons one of these Duergar to death.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Sorn.
All right. So this guy that's behind me, I'm obviously not happy at the fact that he's done that. Yep, I'm going to turn around to him, and I'm going to shocking grasp.
Mm-hmm.
Are you serious? Another 2 to hit.
Yeah, 2's not going to be enough, my friend.
Let's just 1 second.
Despite this guy wearing sort of leather armor compared to sort of his other compatriots, which were wearing sort of more heavy chain, you reach out and try and grab him. Oh, sorry.
I'm going to favor the gods.
Oh.
And get another 2d4. Roll 2d4. That is 13 to hit.
Not enough. He sort of easily dodges out of the way. You get a burst of divine inspiration and try and grab a hold of him, but then he kind of seems to almost have like a layer of not quite a shield, but something. He just sort of slips out of your grasp just when you start to activate the electricity.
Fantastic. Alrighty. I am just going to, without moving out of range to provoke an attack.
Yep.
I'm going to just skirt closer to Pauly.
Sure. Okay. The Duergar on Winfred continue to try and beat him down. Attack. Yeah, that'll hit. Or at least the last one that's remaining there. Winfred taking a couple of hits here as the other one that's fighting you, or both of you, I guess. The purple blades kind of lancing out at you, Pauly. And you can feel a okay. So he reaches out and lances out with this blade at you, Pauly. But that's only an 8 to hit. I assume we'll miss.
No, that misses, yes.
And then he sort of steadies into a defensive posture, and you can see sort of a purplish glow emanate around his skin.
Mm-hmm.
And it's your turn.
I'm getting sick of this guy's shit. So I'm just going to keep trying to stab him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like being, missing.
Flanking bonuses, Pauly?
Pardon?
Do you get a flanking bonus?
I do, yes.
Anyway. Well, there you go. You've got flanking because that's why I'm standing right next to you.
Mm-hmm. But yeah. It's okay.
21 will certainly hit.
Realistically, I'm going to re-roll that D8.
Mm-hmm.
Realistically, though, too, it's fine because I get advantage. I get like stealth attack quite a lot as a swashbuckler. There we go. That's better. 7 + 5, 13. Okay, so 25 damage in total.
Yep. You rip off this excellent piercing attack, but the blade, your pointy weapon, your rapier, seems to like skim off some of his skin while you leave sort of a big gouge in him. It certainly doesn't pierce him full of holes like you were expecting. He seems to be currently resistant to that kind of damage.
Right. I'm still gonna just keep stabbing him because I mean that's all I know how to do.
Yeah. Cool.
I'm just gonna do with dagger.
Yep.
Yep. 25.
Definitely.
Just 5 damage.
So again, with the dagger, you get in there and it's just... Well, I mean, it certainly wasn't as strong as your excellent sneak attack, using Sorn as sort of a distraction to get into the weak spots. But even so, you can feel it has like more... despite him wearing just leather, it's sort of hard to sort of slice through that skin of his. It's a little bit more stone-like, perhaps, than usual. Meanwhile, you see the alchemist reappear in the room to your north. As you see him scrabbling on his desk, and he's sort of pulling things into a bag.
Or he reappears up there. Okay.
Yep. Winfred continues just bringing all kinds of smackdown against old mate here. And after 2 incredible blows, he's able to... Oh, no, he hasn't quite finished this guy off yet. So he's sort of fighting with this Duergar, hammer for hammer. And just you hear sort of clashes and like bits of stone explode as they kind of hit each other, get rocked into the walls, and you can almost like feel the heavy thud of metal on flesh as they're just sort of going at each other. Sorn.
All right. Seeing the alchemist pop back up over there, I am going to try and... Because these are all Duergar, aren't they?
Yep.
All right, so I'm significantly taller.
Yes.
So would it be okay to say that I could cast the firebolt over the head of the guy in front of me to hit the guy behind him?
You can, certainly. Though trying to do a ranged attack while someone is in your melee range...
That is a very good point.
Gives you disadvantage, yeah.
Alrighty. Instead of that, I'm just...
Because you got to do the trunks burning attack. And it's hard when there's like a guy with a purple blade lightsaber up in your face.
Yes. I mean, I could always just... Oh, I could go for take that opportunity attack to get the full...
Blast this fool in front of us.
Oh, I can't blast him because it's a ranged attack.
Oh.
So I'm going to shocking grasp the one in front of us again, or at least try to, for 9 points of damage on a 21 to hit.
21 will certainly hit, and this guy doesn't seem to be resistant to lightning at all, and seems to take the full brunt of that shocking blast.
Yep. And then I have a bonus action still. I'm going to bonus action a healing word at Winfred.
Oh, very good.
And that is 9 points of healing for Winfred.
Good old Winifred.
Winfred certainly enjoys that, and still is looking a bit bloodied, but looking much better, having received that for sure.
And that is just about...
Thanks, Sorn. That's so much nicer than the last guy we had in our party. He was only good at taking away hit points, not giving them.
You're welcome, Winfred. And I will move back over to by the Duergar, so I'm closer to the other guy up the back by a little bit.
Cool. Yep, so these Duergar are still fighting. still inflicting many wounds, or attempting to break through that tough hide on Winfred. What is that? 6. Okay. Excuse me. All right, the Duergar with the purple sword, seeing each of you doing your thing. He still seems to be sort of in a bit of a combat with you, Pauly. He's kind of enjoying the back and forth of these blades. He sees Sorn shocks him though, which he's not super stoked about.
He's shocked and appalled.
He is shocked and appalled. He's going to turn his back on you, Pauly, to try and hit Sorn with this blade. Sorn does a 15 hit.
Yes.
Cool. That's going to be 10 force damage.
Okay.
As this blade sort of goes cutting into you, though it doesn't seem to... You sort of feel a burning in your arm as it slices through again, though it's leaving no marks on you. Pauly.
With him his back turned, I'm going to just stab him in the back with the dagger.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, or try my best to. Boom. 23.
23 will hit.
I'm not going to use my snake for this one.
Okay.
So just 5.
Okay. At this point though, the full 5 damage appears to go through. Like the dagger seems to go in well. It's not enough to fell him, but he's definitely not looking great. He's a bit on the ropes.
I'm going to fly on by.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to get as close to this guy as I can, which let me just get that out again, sorry. So it's there.
So it's your fly speed, yeah, 40.
5, yeah, there we go. 50 for fly speed.
Cool. Just as you get closer, you see him, he sort of turns, he's midway sort of throwing things into a bag. You see a large sort of hunk of black metal go into this bag, and you hear it sort of clink on things. And he's sort of grabbing papers and putting them in the bag as he turns to see you flying inbound.
Mm-hmm. And straight up, I'm gonna like Batman that shit, you know? Just go right up against him and then just stab him.
Mm-hmm.
Oop, nope.
You come flying in, and
it's like the 4th one.
I'm going to say you misjudge it and go crashing into the shelf behind him.
That's fair.
Where you sort of lie sprawled, books falling off the shelves, hitting you on the head. And I'll just give you 2 bludgeoning damage off that.
That's fair.
He sees you sprawled there, and he pulls out a small knife that he has. And tries to stab you with it. But even though you're kind of sprawled out, you're able to kind of duck out of the way and slide off the table as he tries to hit you with this thing, which infuriates him to no end. And he's just yelling at you like, "This is my research! What are you doing? Fuck off!"
I'm definitely gonna shit on something like at least one of the pieces of paper.
Yeah. Just as you jump out of the way of his blade, the cloaca comes free, and just you leave a big old stain with the little hard bit in the middle, on top of like what looks to be some sort of alchemist cookbook, some kind of recipe book that was open on a particular page.
Perfect. Cool.
That page wasn't important.
Meanwhile, Winfred... wait, he's got 2 attacks. The first attack misses, but then the second attack, Winfred sort of slams the hammer into the Duergar, who goes flying and sort of crashes against the wall and then just slumps over. And then...
Gonna yell again. You're doing great, sweetie.
And Winfred sort of lopes up to you by your side, Sorn, and says, "There's a lot more mushrooms over there. I think these guys might have been some kind of gardeners."
I believe one of them is an alchemist. He might have used them in his cooking of some sort, which means he's an enemy to the mushrooms, Winfred. He's an enemy to the mushrooms.
Oh, yeah, that's not good. I took care of those other ones, but it seemed... Why isn't this one dead yet, Sorn?
I'll tell you what, Winfred, my magic just ain't what it used to be today, you know?
Have you tried hitting it with a hammer?
I don't have a hammer.
It's your turn, Sorn.
Okay, so... the only thing... What was the thing that my little mushroom friend could do?
I think it's when someone hits you, he can throw spores.
Okay. Keep that in mind. Once again, I'm just going to shock and grasp this guy again. Oh my god, really? I think that was trash. Is a 13 to hit. 10, that's not gonna hit.
Nope.
I don't think I have anything else. No, I definitely can't. And then, am I able to move past him, around him, but stand behind him?
Yeah.
To there?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you're able to kind of maneuver.
Just like squeeze around.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
All right, cool. He tries to reach back and hit you with this psychic sword that he has. Oh, wait. The alchemist had multi-attack. My bad. This guy does not. He is going to try and reach back and hit you, Sorn. He's just done with your shit. Ho, 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 ho.
I don't like that.
So that's going to be...
Oh, that's going to be one of these?
Yeah. How do you like... what's that? 19 damage.
I don't like it. Not one bit, but I'll take it if I have to. And then can I let go of those spores?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm going to send those spores back at him.
So, let's find out. So as he hits you and sort of slices up through, you can feel like a sort of a burning in your tendons and your muscles. The blade comes out of your skin, leaving no marks on you, but you can feel sort of damage, right? Possibly internal organs a bit damaged, and your fear response triggers your little mushroom friend to release sort of a puff of spores in the air. This is and they kind of rest on this this Duragar. He's going to make a con saving throw. He's able to shake off these spores. Unfortunately for you, he made his save. So he sort of sees him. You see him slowing a little bit, but then he kind of shakes his head. His eyes sort of flash pink, and he's back in the action. Pauly.
Timmy, we need you back.
Okay, yeah, coming back, guys. Sorry. Okay, what am I doing? Where am I?
You're attacking.
You're currently sprawled, across this area. Now that you're in this room, you can see that there are sort of two levels to this area, and there's a ramp made of planks. The upper level, which you're on, seems to be a fully furnished laboratory. Off in the side, there's sort of a kiln or an oven, and obviously where you are is kind of a workbench with shelves of what formerly were books and scrolls that have now sort of collapsed and fallen everywhere.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm gonna just kind of like stumble off the desk, kind of like drunken master style, and then just like lunge from like the stumble, and try and stab him with a Talon.
So that's going to be pretty fucking spicy with sneak attack, isn't it?
Yeah. Ready for this? Let's go.
Jesus.
Wait. So is that So that's 40. It's 21 damage, then 24 damage, correct?
Yep.
So that's 45 damage.
And I think you can technically choose to re-roll any of those ones. Is that right?
Yeah, I might do that.
There's only one of them.
Yeah, I might do that too, just to fucking spice it up.
Just one of the d6s, I think.
Yeah. Boom, 6 as well.
So add 5 more.
So 50 damage in total. That's insane!
Yeah, that's a big hit.
Yeah. This guy's entire... well, actually, how do you want to do this?
Yeah, so like I said, so basically stumble off, like, you know, off the desk and be like, ow! You know what I mean? And then just kind of, like, bring Talon out and then, like that, and then just, like, kind of just stab him right through the throat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he's reaching forward to stab you again with that dagger that he has. And yeah, you sort of spring off the shelf and are able to just sink the rapier in behind the nape of his neck and just drive it into the wood, where he kind of stays pinned until you pull it out, and then he slumps onto the ground dead. Anything else?
I mean, at this point, I'm just going to be right. I mean, I feel I'm going to feel like Sorn and Winfred have got this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they've got this dude surrounded, and he's the last of what we know is here. So I'm going to start rifling through some shit, or that bag that you were talking about that he had.
Yep.
I'm going to start looking through that.
Cool. All right, you reach in. Give me because it's so you're doing this quickly. Give me an investigation check. All right, the first thing you pull out is just like a big hunk of metal. So this big black stone, it just seems sort of like just a big black rock, like a chunk of ore, perhaps, like some sort of shiny, a shiny rock.
All right, I will write down shiny rock.
Yeah. Cool. He's dead. Winfred's going to give you a bit of a hand here, Sorn. Trying the old hit him with the hammer. 15 to hit. Will hit. Okay.
I can sorry.
Sure. So Sorn, you've sort of taken this guy's attention. This by ducking around him, he's sort of turned to look at you, and he's sort of moving to start slicing you with this purple blade, and then all of a sudden, sort of the big looming bear just comes up from behind him. You see with the hammer raised, and he just brings it down like a whack-a-mole, and then all of a sudden the purple blade just vanishes, and this Duergar falls to his knees and then slumps and just crumples onto the ground.
I'm just gonna say quickly, I wanted that blade. But I will also say thank you to Winfred for the assist.
He says, "Oh, that's okay. Yeah, it was I didn't smell any magic on that blade. I don't think it was a magic sword, but it was a glowy sword."
Can I just to say to Winfred, thank you for that. I'm definitely going to have a look at this. And I want to, assuming we are out of...
Yeah, you've
out of it now.
solved my puzzle.
I want to search this guy's pockets.
Sure.
And that scabbard that he had, I want to take a look at that.
Absolutely. So you sort of start stripping him down. He didn't have much on him. Just sort of basic kind of jewelry. You sort of notice that he has a bunch of tattoos on him in sort of different kind of swirly patterns and things like that. The scabbard you see is. You give a feel for it is mundane, and in fact, it's not actually like a. I don't know. You probably don't carry swords all that much.
No, I am proficient with swords and rapiers and stuff, but I only have at the moment my spear.
Yeah. This scabbard you notice doesn't even it's actually like partly filled in. Like it's not even a real scabbard. It's almost like it's for show.
And also, I want to just see if his glowy sword disappeared, but was there a hilt to it?
It was difficult to see when he was holding it, but yeah. So there's no hilt. You see no trace of the sword.
Okay. Can I just make an Arcana check on him?
Sure.
Just to see if it's just gone invisible or like it was something like that.
Yeah.
That would be a 15.
So you don't really detect any specific kind of magic, but you are reminded that Duergar have been bred for their psychic ability.
Yes.
So this is definitely not a hexblade situation. You think maybe it's more of a Psyblade. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll say to Winfred, I don't believe he has anything of any use, and I'll make my way over to Pauly. And has Pauly put that shiny rock away yet?
No.
I just want to ask about the shiny rock.
No, I'll throw you the shiny rock.
Catch the shiny rock.
So this strange lump of black metal, you heft it. It's quite heavy. It's almost like a sort of a metallic obsidian kind of rock.
Can I make any? I'm not sure what kind of check I would have to make because is it an ore? Does it feel more like a glass or a gem?
Feels certainly more like an ore, like a metal.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll say to Pauly, would you like me to hold on to this and we'll find out what it is later, or do you want it back?
Sure. You keep on it.
I'll add black shiny rock to my inventory.
I'll keep rifling through this, through the bag.
Yeah. You find a letter. You pull out sort of a letter that's written on, or like a piece of paper, but it's not actually paper. It's lizard hide. So it's not parchment, and it's written in what appears to be the runes of Dwarvish.
Oh, okay. Knowing that he had a potion that could make him understand languages, would I did it have a distinct color?
I don't think you really got a chance to look at it.
Okay.
There are a number of potions on the shelves here, though they're not perhaps easily marked. You sort of give a bit of a glance. There's nothing in common, certainly.
Yeah. Right.
But there are potions. Give me a perception check.
I'll assist on that.
Okay, with advantage.
19.
You come across a few that look recognizable. You find two that you're pretty sure are potions of healing. One that you're pretty sure is a potion of greater healing, seeing as you've seen those before. And then a... let me roll dice here. You find 6 flasks very similar to the one he threw at you.
Okay, sick.
Oh god, firebombs.
So
yes, that's what I'm pumped about.
6 flasks of alchemist fire.
The last time we had alchemist fire, we burnt down half a village.
And there's a number of stuff here that you see, like lots of herbalism stuff, alembics and things like that as well. I'm not sure how much Pauly, or if Pauly is trained at all in herbalism or poisoners kits or healing kits, but there's certainly a bunch of that kind of knick-knackery on these shelves. Yeah, you got your typical your Bezoar and all the other stuff from Potions class that I don't remember. That you could essentially, given time, you could probably put together.
Yeah, cool. I'll chuck the potion of greater healing to Sorn.
Thank you. I will immediately drink that.
And then I'll hack it. And then you know what? Then I'll also hand you the other ones too, so you can just have them as
All right. So how many?
Two potions, just 2 normal potions of healing.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah, sure,
potion of healing. Add to equipment. 2 of those, and then I'm going to use one of these.
We'll grab that note, and then hopefully we'll get Thorendir or someone else to translate it for us later. I'm going to just search and rifle around here.
Yep.
And can I ask Winfred if he can do a snoz check back near the door?
Yep.
To look for the dockery.
Yep.
I also wanted to try something if we get a chance.
Yeah, so Winfred schnozzes his way in a little bit and starts moving around. He sort of comes up to you, Sorn, sniffs at the metal rock, and he goes and says, "Yes, I think our fugitive friend was carrying this rock. It smells a lot like his bag, but he is no longer here." And he kind of makes his way into the room you're in, and then back out again, closer towards the front door, and does the kind of hunting dog pose. Pointing back out the way you came.
All right.
Winfred,
I just want to quickly open this door.
Okay.
I don't like it. I like the. Is it locked?
It is.
I will try and lockpick it. The lock.
Cool. Give me a Thieves' Tools check. Just to see how long it takes you. It isn't locked. You get closer and you realize the door is barred, but it's barred on your side. And at sort of mid-chest height, at dwarf height, there is like a peephole.
Mm-hmm. I'll just look at the peephole then.
Yep. So you're able to sort of just slide it across, and you have a look into the room beyond. Beyond, you can see a regular chamber and what appears to be sort of a ladder on the other end of the chamber going up.
Oh, so it's a way out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. All right, that's all good. Done. I will keep it barred because this is now our shack. Fuck those ghosts.
I just want to, and let me know if I'm allowed to do this. I wanted to make an Arcana check in the room to see if I can sort of sense anything giving off a little bit of magical energy. Like
sure.
Get an inkling if there's anything floating around still.
I'm gonna write in that main leader's blood along the wall. Grimsbane was here. WUZ here.
Yeah.
That's an 18 on my Arcana check.
You feel sort of you don't have detect magic, or you're not using detect magic, so you're not really getting any of that kind of vibe. But you can certainly see that along the rows there are other potions along these rows that Pauly has overlooked.
I will grab all of them, and if you just want to give me a number of how many there are, I will slowly identify those as time goes on.
Okay. You find 3 that you're pretty confident are potions of... vials of acid. And a potion of fire breath.
Yeah.
And a potion of psychic resistance.
I'm just really happy with my fire bombs.
Do you know who else is going to be stoked about that?
Who?
Little gnome mate.
Oh, absolutely. He's getting Nesbitt's getting some.
Yeah.
So
Christmas is coming up. They're great. They make great stock.
It's just.
They make great stocking exploders.
It's just gonna be Nesbitt and Pauly just like throwing them at each other's feet. Yeah, you little bastard.
Alright, so it was one potion of psychic resistance, 3 vials of acid, and how many fire breath?
1 fire breath, 1 psychic resistance, 3 acid.
And we should kill alchemists more often.
I'm going to immediately hand the psychic resistance potion to Pauly. And just say, judging by the last few encounters we have had, this might benefit you a fair bit.
What do you mean? My brain worked good.
Yeah, very good. This is why I'm giving it to you. It makes it even better.
Pauly's eye just twitches. Like,
as he moves his hand to his sword.
So there's that potion.
How many? Just one?
One. And then did any of them have a regular looking sword by chance, or a rapier?
No. So they all had sort of like war picks.
Classic Duragar.
Yeah.
And then I will just turn and go to follow Winfred. And on the way out, I'm just going to hand Winfred 2 potions of healing and tell him that he should probably drink these.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to drink another potion of greater healing because I didn't quite get to where I wanted to be.
Sure.
Actually, you know what? I will... 2d4 plus 2. That's 44. Yeah, that should be alright for Winfred. So I've given him the 2 potions of healing. Do you want me to just roll the healing on those for him?
Yeah, if you could, just because I haven't got them handy. Winfred also says, as you know, I'm not going to speak for Winfred. I should speak for Winfred.
That is 5 and 7, so 12.
Cool. All right, he's looking much healthier.
And then I'm going to do this for myself. So that is a 15, but I think I had a... What was it? The empowered healing, or is that only...
That's only for your spells, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, okay, so another 15 points of healing. 1-5, apply. Okay, that's much better.
You also find on the tables and stuff as you're looking through, you know, scraps of paper that either were torn a little bit when Pauly sort of headbutted the tables, or perhaps were even, you know, just sort of the equivalent of post-it notes all over the place. But they are also sort of in Dwarven scripts. But you do see some stuff that looks like it's formulas of some kind.
Ooh, and how many scraps of paper that look like formulas were there?
Well, there's lots of scraps, but yeah, you can't really decipher what's what. But there's just like, you know, a stack of them all over the place in terms of this. This guy didn't keep a very neat desktop. He was one of those like put all of your icons on the desktop kind of guy.
I will grab every formula that looks like it could be deciphered.
Mm-hmm.
I just need to know how many to throw into my bucket.
Just say like stack of formulas. It's fine.
Item.
Cool. We have a little 10-minute break.
Yeah. Let's take a little break. I'll get some water, and we'll be back in a little bit after 8 o'clock. Fully refreshed, ready to go.
I think Jakub should be on around then as well.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
I should say 8. So
We'll be back.
he's on until 8. So.
We'll be back soon, cool kids. See you then.
Peace.
All right, and we're back. Welcome back. I hope you got hydrated. Hope you're feeling good. Hope you're feeling healthy. Back for part 2 of the rest of this campaign, or at least the rest of this session. And I guess I didn't really ask at the start, but Dill, did you want to give us just a bit of a refresher of what Sorn looks like?
Sorn is average height, or maybe just slightly above average height.
For what? I mean, average height for what?
For an elf. For an underground, for a deep elf, for a drow.
Can't be so generalist in the fantasy world, like.
With some medium length, like shoulder-ish length, just above the shoulder length hair, very white, ash gray colored hair, and matching eyes. He has grayish eyes from spending so much time underground. So silver eyes, a silver shimmer to the eyes. And a silver shimmer to the hair. Very pale skin. Has aged to the...
Pale skin for a drow? That's a bit abnormal, isn't it?
Just has regular pale skin. Regular skin for a drow.
Oh, okay.
Like regular, like... Pale
regular black ebony
skin.
Pale skin.
No, so he's more of a... Like... He looks like he's iron deficient. Yeah, didn't do a lot of mining growing up, so very pale for a drow. Grayish instead of... He's got more of a grayish complexion.
Yeah.
Instead of ebony. Is at the very spry young age of 87. And he's just making his way through the world.
Lovely.
Also has a lot of thunder and storm clouds iconography all around him because he is all in on Talos.
Yeah, good.
He doesn't know him as Talos. He knows him as the Storm Lord.
And Timmy, do you want to describe to me what we see when we see Pauly?
Sorry, ice cream. Pauly is a gigantic Aaraockra Parrot. Vibrant rainbow feathers, essentially, like with a beautiful red, yellow and blue. He's also a swashbuckler, so basically just imagine Captain Barbossa, but then just like in parrot form. So a big trench coat, the tricorn hat, his rapier Talon at his side. Pretty much always walking like he's got like sea legs, like a bit of swagger to him. And yeah, that's Pauly.
Excellent. And laid out at their feet are the 5 corpses of Duergar. These sort of dark, grey-skinned dwarves living in the Underdark. You spend a bit of time, obviously, looking through their alchemical equipments. Winfred spends a little bit of time, wanders over to the mushroom fields and has a bit of a smell around there. And there's just sort of a big pool, sort of a thicket of mushrooms, almost like they've just grown a bunch of fungi in a swimming pool down in this other corner of the map, or of their little hideout here. And you notice that there appears to be sort of a small fissure in the wall behind that mushroom thicket that if you were a bit thinner, perhaps, or if Winfred was a bit thinner, could fit through. But of course, there's no smells of Droki in that direction.
Yeah, definitely. I'd say we'll get Winfred to be our sniffer dog, and then just send us on the following path.
Cool. All right. So no short rests or anything like that. You're going to push on?
No, we won't take a rest. But I would like to say, in our rummaging around in that room, because Winfred didn't really do all that much rummaging, did we find any food?
It's mostly mushroom based. A lot of this food down here, yeah.
I'll just say to Winfred, I tried to find you a nice bit of cooked food to enjoy, but they didn't really have much in there. We'll keep an eye out.
Oh, yeah, that's okay. I mean, mushrooms is good, but I feel a little bit awkward eating mushrooms in front of your new hat.
Yeah, that's why I didn't grab any of the mushrooms. And I'll say, well, guess we are off. and start making my way back to that door.
Cool. So you make your way back into the tunnels, and Winfred, being the great sniffer dog that he is, sort of leads the way, despite not being able to see very well. Of course, his nose is the way he sees, and it looks like Sorn. Your dancing lights that you summon, you kind of place a little bit ahead of him, almost like headlights on a car.
Yeah.
Giving him that glow, and he starts snuffling around, leading you again through the wallstone tunnels. All right, so you travel on at a sort of mostly sedate kind of pace for a little while. Can you roll a d20 for me, please, Sorn?
That is a 19.
Ooh.
There's the rolls. They're coming.
It might not be a good thing though.
Who's to say, honestly?
This is true.
Just pulling up my random encounter table.
No, it's just a heads up. I have a passive perception of 13, if that has anything to do with anything.
That may come in incredibly handy to know, not incredibly handy to have on your behalf, though.
Yeah, well.
19, is it? Okay. The fuck is that?
Here we go. Venom Chad appears in the tunnels.
Yeah. What's this one? As you're making your way through the different, well, it's all one big kind of corridor, but it does twist and turn a little bit, and you hear sort of a crunching noise, sort of like almost like a scratching on stone, like a.
I'm just going to quickly say I don't like the sound of that.
I might go stealth.
I will also stealth.
I'm gonna get stealth and then just kind of like walk ahead.
Okay.
Yep. I'm going to do the same.
Yeah, as you, as each of you move a little bit slower through these tunnels, you continue to hear it growing slowly louder as you make your way further and further into the tunnel. You keep hearing the sort of, and then like it kind of stops for a few minutes, and then and you sort of you hear it stop, so you stop to try and like, oh crap, has it heard us? And then it kind of resumes again. You hear. Give me perception checks.
Can I guidance myself on that one?
Yeah, if you can explain to me in a narrative sense, like what you're doing. What kind of guidance are you asking for?
As I'm walking along, I'll just internally be like speaking internally to the Storm Lord, saying, I wonder what I'm trying to perceive. I'm trying to figure out, what is that noise? What could it be? And hope that I get some guidance on that. For perception, well, that is an 11.
11. And what was yours, Pauly? A 9. Yeah.
Perfect.
None of you are really sure of what direction these things are coming. The sound is coming from. It almost sounds like it's coming from out of the walls itself, perhaps. Interesting. Oh wait, why does that show you? Oh, is that because Thorendir is there with you? There you go. Yeah, you still hear this sort of crunching of stone. It almost sounds like, or a grinding of stone. You're looking at the sort of different patterns on the walls as you make your way forward. The dancing lights, almost look like the patterns on the stones themselves are kind of dancing. Pauly, it's a little bit mesmerizing. I'm going to need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Remember, you do have that. Oh no, that was psychic. Damn it! Oh, are you kidding me?
Cool.
No, not again.
Okay, cool. Roll a d6 for me.
Four.
All right. Where is it? Where's...
It's just a guarantee that I'm going to fail wisdom saving throws. I don't think I've ever actually passed one.
You haven't.
Here we go.
I think Dan really wants me to firebolt Pauly.
No, what?
Obliterate him.
I can't make those kind of decisions for your character, can I?
3rd level thunderstep onto Pauly.
All right, cool. Roll me a d100, please, Pauly.
Oh Jesus.
Oh god. $50.
50, 50. Okay. Cool. All right. Remind me next time you sleep.
Okay.
I'm just going to put something in my notes here. Cool. Yeah. So you're sort of struck by the you're looking at the patterns of this sort of moss and stuff on the walls, and it reminds you of a lake. A lake you could have sworn you've seen before. You've sailed on that lake. You fished on that lake. Sort of a body of water. And the way those kind of lights dance off this moss on the walls, it almost looks like the lake's on fire.
Right, okay. Interesting. I'll probably just keep staring at it until someone says to stop.
Yeah, and you hear the sort of that sound of grinding constantly now, and it seems to be getting louder and louder now, even though you've stopped moving.
I will just pull Pauly. I'll notice that would I notice that Pauly's just staring at a flashing light?
I don't know, would you?
I believe I would. I am behind him.
Sure.
So I'll just tap him on the shoulder and say, stop looking at that.
I'd be like, okay.
And then I'll ask Winfred, do you smell Droki down this way?
He says, oh, yes, I think he's up ahead somewhere, but I smell something else as well. And as you sort of come around a corner, you did mention you guys were sort of moving quite stealthily. You see... at first kind of looks like stone, but it sort of seems to emerge from the stone itself, though it pulls some of the stone with it, and then is like crunching down, eating that stone. This creature looks like this.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
It's cool.
I would like... Oh, no, we had this conversation during the last session. How long has it been since... what time of day would it be currently, roughly?
Excellent question. It's probably around... I mean, you didn't take any... I think you took a short rest today.
Yes.
But you've been wandering around these caverns for a little while, moving slowly and so on. It's definitely like early afternoon.
Ah, damn it. I would like to say to our group, maybe we go back and just hunker down until tomorrow. At this point, I really need to regain some strength.
If we can get past this, it's fine. I don't think we need to fight this one.
You see it scanning around the wall, like it's come out of the wall, as if the wall was not there. And then you see it reach back onto the wall, and the wall is definitely solid to it. And it just like pulls off a hunk of stone that's got like a bunch of that moss growing out of it, and just starts throwing it like pieces of this rock into its maw.
Does it look like there's any way that we'd be able to skirt past this creature, or?
I would say up here. Yeah, we can go this way.
As soon as you start moving forward, Pauly, it turns one of its eye to look at you, and sort of yells out in some kind of weird, like the language itself is almost like stones banging together. It's music with rocks in. And it sort of yells what you would perhaps interpret to be some kind of challenge, or a sort of like a who's that over there kind of. And it starts sort of slowly walking over on its hideous legs.
As it does that, does it seem like it's some sort of a sentient language, or is it more like an animal, like a...
It does seem like there's intonations. It does seem like it's using some kind of words, or what it could consider words in its language.
I'll say to Pauly, this might be a good time to use that potion that you found.
I don't think I got one of those potions.
No, you got the comprehend languages. You got one of them, didn't you?
No, I didn't. No.
Ah, damn it.
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, I reckon we can just try.
It starts coming
and go around this way.
It starts wandering over, and yeah, you can hear like the sound of like crunching gravel as its words, and starts ambling over to you rather slowly.
Has it seen us?
Its eye is swiveling around, but it's making its way straight at you, and seems to be sort of, its arms are kind of like making their way towards you a little bit.
Let's try sneak around this way.
Give me a stealth check.
Oh my god. 8. Okay. No.
Well, I'm gonna roll one anyway.
I'm having no luck with these stealth rolls, or any roll really.
Bro, I just rolled double 1.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
we're not being sneaky.
As you move to the other side of this sort of pillar, this massive stalagmite, and this creature just walks, like, you lose sight of it, and it just comes out of the stone, undisturbing the stone, like leaving the stone undisturbed, as if it's just melting through the stone, as if the stone is just sort of like water to it.
Right.
And it forms out on the other side and like and sort of steps out in front of you and starts reaching forward, going and starts reaching for your. Now, Pauly, do you keep a purse on your belt? And I guess the secondary question, in terms of who's carrying the money, and what kind of money?
Thorendir carries the money.
Thorendir carries the money. Okay.
Yeah.
I also carry my own money.
I probably, like, I'd say Pauly, because he is a bit of a thiefy boy. He'd probably have his breast pocket. It wouldn't be on his belt per se. He'd keep his money close to him so he can throw it easier.
I do think you had like 100 and something copper coins though.
I've got like 1,000 copper coins.
Yeah. So you do have money.
So the creature, I guess, walks past you, Pauly. Then, actually, no. It does. It tries to reach into the. It tries to just reach in to your breast pocket where you have the your wealth stored. And it's obviously it's a very horrific looking creature. But it doesn't seem to be trying to like grab you so much, or it sort of grabs you and starts pulling open your breast pocket. Oh my god.
Okay, Pauly's going to be oblivious to this idea. He just thinks it's another weird underground creature. He's like, oh yes, it's lovely to meet you too. And then I'm going to throw a coin at his head.
Yeah. The coin sort of bounces off its rocky hide. But to get that coin out, obviously you had to open the the pouch, right?
Yeah.
And it's going to try and grab that pouch off you. So it's going to be a sort of a grapple contest. I'm going to let you choose how to respond here.
I mean, I understand that you don't like that I like throwing coins at dignitaries' heads, but I mean, you didn't have to be this mean and take them all off me.
Your coins are being confiscated.
What am I rolling? Sorry, strength.
Well, you tell me. How are you responding?
Dexterity. I'd probably like I'd be like I'd basically like hold it up. How tall is this creature?
Not much taller than you.
If I was to like hold
in fact,
it up
actually,
like
it's probably
he couldn't reach it.
It's probably shorter than you, but it's got these long arms at the top of its its head should, like it's got a mouth where its head should be. It's a pretty fucked up.
I'll probably hold it up where it can't reach it,
okay.
And just kind of like dodge out of the way.
Okay, so it's it with one of its weird claw hands tries to grab you, and you try and pull it out of the way. So make me that I'll allow it to be an acrobatics check.
Sure. 13.
Oof.
Lucky it's a +10.
So it grabs you, and you're sort of deadlocked. It's trying to it's grabbed your wrist, where you've sort of pulled the pouch away, and it's sort of tug-of-warring back and forth. It can't really get a good grip, but as you're sort of shaking it back and forth, a couple of copper coins fall out onto the ground and sort of tinkle on the stone. And it's starting to try and reach in with its other hand to try and push you away while holding on to the purse.
All right. Well, he's getting a little bit too pushy, and this isn't what Pauly usually likes.
Can I try something real quick?
Yeah.
As well? To assist Pauly.
Mm-hmm.
With it trying to... Oh, I don't know if this is a good idea.
Is it being aggressive with this?
Yeah, does it seem aggressive?
It doesn't seem to be actively trying to hurt you. But it's trying to, like...
Eat my money.
It's trying to go like, no, like that. This is mine now. Just like push you away like a child, right?
Right.
I will reach into my coat pocket and pull out, because I do have those. I have 20 gold worth of the poker chips still.
Mm-hmm.
And I will flash the poker chips up because I'm assuming the poker chips, because it was a very magnificent looking boat that we sunk, look like they're quite nice and money-like. And I want to try and like get its attention with those, so it lets go of Pauly.
Right. So its eye kind of, the eye on the side of its body kind of swivels to look at you and follows the poker chips a bit. And then it continues to try and wrest the pouch away from Pauly. Pauly, give me another acrobatics check.
19.
Oof.
Thank God it's +10.
That +10 came in handy that time.
Yeah, so you're able to sort of duck out the way out of this thing's grasp, and it starts, making it a more irate kind of sound that's sort of heading up in octaves of the sound of gravel and stones crashing together, and it seems to start flailing about more wildly.
As it does that, I want to flick. I'll throw a quarter of my poker chips, like around here, and try and bounce them off the wall.
Trying to think
that they go towards this way.
Yeah.
See if they make a clink or something.
They do make a bit of a clink, and the creature kind of turns its body to follow every time there's sort of a clink on the ground. But its eye sort of swivels around, looks at those, and then seems to disregard them. You give me an insight check.
Yep. That's a 12. Flat 12.
Yeah, the chips sort of tinkle or like clink. They don't necessarily clink or thud like metal does. Yeah, these seem to be they don't have plastic in this realm, but maybe it's like a kind of ceramic or something. Yeah,
All right. I just want to quickly. So Pauly's free of its grasp, yeah?
Yeah, Pauly's sort of free of his grasp and is able to kind of jump back a little bit if he needs to.
Right.
This thing is still trying to like reach forward and just.
I'm going to use my scroll of gaseous form on Pauly. I'm going to say, Pauly, just trust me on this. I'm going to lay my hand on Pauly and cast gaseous form, which you transform a willing creature you touch along with everything it's wearing and carrying into a misty cloud for the duration.
Sick.
If you drop to 0 hit points, you don't die. It just automatically ends. While in this form, you can only move. Your movement is 10 feet of flying, and you can enter and occupy the space of another creature.
Cool. Awesome.
So I'll turn you into a gaseous form for now, just because it was like going for your coins. So your coins and you are now safe. And as that happens, I will tell the group to follow me. As I've conveyed this to Pauly, I'll tell Pauly, as soon as you turn in, move past the creature. And then we'll move. I'll just take a step back.
Oh, so I'll distract him essentially while I'm in.
No. You go straight through him.
Okay.
And come out behind him.
Yeah, so Pauly, you, I guess, you still have a sense of awareness, but yeah, you all of a sudden become a gaseous mist. You lose all form of yourself and just become smoke or vapor, and you're able to start drifting in a direction. You still have a pretty good idea of where you are and so on, and are able to sort of drift around. Meanwhile, the creature takes a moment or two to try and sort of swipe at the pieces, the atomized particles of Pauly, and sort of lets out a roar and is kind of trying to bite at the gas and things like that. But you obviously just slip out easily and slip through its gaping maw. And then the creature, as I see you've sort of started backing up, Sorn, it sort of starts turning and lumbering towards you slowly.
All right. As it goes to step out of range of Pauly, so as it once it goes 5 feet away from Pauly, so it would be equidistant from myself and Pauly, I'm going to drop Pauly's form.
Okay.
Because it's a concentration. So
Sure.
he just rematerializes again, back into his normal form. And I'm also going to draw my spear.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. If seeing him draw the spear, I'm just going to lunge for this thing's back and just try to stab it.
Okay. We're rolling initiative then?
Yeah, let's do it. Well, actually, if he's turned away from me and he doesn't see me, can't this be like a way to start the initiative of me attacking him?
That was my sort of my hope in getting him distracted enough to move towards me.
Sure, I'll give you If you're aiming for a surprise round, I will give it to you.
Yeah? Okay.
Alrighty. I'll roll my initiative. Oh my god, it's an 8.
Okay, does 17 hit?
No.
Oh, wow.
He is heavily armored. Great.
You sort of lunge forward and you just hear this sort of tink as your rapier just bends into the stone flesh of this thing.
Right, okay. Alright, I'll put my initiative up.
Do I get any of the surprise from this, or no?
No, I think specifically the Pauly gets that free round.
And can I change from grabbing my spear? I just want to summon my Moondance Blade instead.
Sure. Yeah.
Yep, cool. I'll just do that. Just to say that it's out. There's none of that matters. I'm just saying that I've cast it.
Cool. All right. Well, this creature, despite its sort of big, sort of bulky kind of form, it is somewhat agile, and sort of lumbers over at you, Sorn, and attempts to grab you. Firstly, okay. So you're going to make a grapple check here. So you get to choose between strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics.
Okay. Yep. Acrobatics it is. Oh, Jesus Christ, my rolls! Yeah, I'm grappled.
No, you're not, despite the fact that you move quite slowly. It is even sort of its strength is just very underwhelming. As you see, it is also trying to paw at your purses or your purse strings, I guess, rather than
My purse would be stored on the back of my belt behind my coat.
Yeah, right. So it's trying to grab you to get access to that, but you're able to kind of spin out of the way, and but it does get a little bit miffed at that, and one of its other claws tries to swipe at you. That's going to be a crit.
Oh, Jesus.
For 10 slashing damage.
Yeah, alright. That's 2 crits on me this session. God damn.
It's going to claw at you again. Whoops, that's multi-attack. Claw. This time 12 to hit.
No, that does not hit.
And then its sort of massive maw tries to, as you're sort of spinning away from it, it tries to reach out and bite you on the bum, because that's where your where your fanny pack is, and it gets a 9 to hit, which I assume will not, as you're able to kind of spin away. Pauly.
Right, not very happy about this. Like the talon getting bent a bit. I'm gonna kind of like
it snaps back into shape, but it's got a bit of spring to it for sure.
Yep.
That fencing blade.
And then I'm just gonna try and get it again, but go for a softer spot.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that spot looks pretty soft.
Oh, that's 2 natty 20s. That's amazing. Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful, that amount of dice being thrown?
Oh my god. Okay. 44 total.
Okay, I have arrived.
Huzzah! Welcome.
Sorry
Welcome.
I'm so late.
That's
all
all
right.
right.
Walk around with the other
I'm
guys.
gonna re-roll that piercer feat critical damage. It's one of the d8s.
Yep.
It's the 3 one. Oh damn.
43
That's
total.
all right. That's all right.
You've arrived
So
just
40
in time,
43.
Winfred.
Have I?
Yeah.
Yep, to smack a rock guy in the face.
Oh, hell yeah, I love smacking rocks.
What was the total? Sorry, Pauly.
43 damage.
43.
It's 44. I don't know if you
No.
re-roll that.
If
you
I
have to
re-roll
take
it, I have to take it.
Okay, yeah, 43 total.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
usually only re-roll once, but I was like, yeah, fuck it, I can.
Yeah.
43 pieces. This is technically a magical weapon, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Cool. All right. This thing looks bloodied.
And then I'll just stab him with a dagger too.
Yeah, it lets out an incredible roar that sounds like grinding rocks.
Guessing 11 doesn't hit.
11 does not hit, I'm afraid.
This thing is tanky as fuck.
Sorn.
Okay.
I will. I can see. Well, no, I've got my Moondance Blade out. All right, so I'm gonna Moondance Blade, try and get that radiant damage on him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, never mind on that one, Chief. That's an 11 to hit.
11's not going to cut it.
Yeah, no, it will not.
In fact, the Moondance Blade sort of seems to bounce off its tough skin, perhaps because there's no moon down here to give your blade its power.
Yeah. I'd like to think my Moondance Blade is it crackles with Stormlord energy, but I don't have his grace right now. And I will take one step over to the side a little bit as well, just to make some space for Winfred to jump on in.
Yeah, and it is going to be Winfred's turn if he's ready to.
If Winfred could load up Foundry, what the fuck is going on with this thing? It won't work for me ever.
That's all right. Well, do you want to just theater of the mind? So the creature, which I'm not sure if you can see, is sort of a 3-armed behemoth with no head, where its head should be in its sort of where its neck cavity is actually a giant maw of teeth with one single eye under its mouth, where its a sternum would be on a normal person.
I can see it on your stream, and I hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it has been trying to sort of eat at and claw at your friends, most specifically at their wallets.
Wants our money, dude.
Winfred, you are sort of a step away from this creature. What would you like to do?
Am I already raging?
Not yet.
Not.
Okay, cool. I would like to go into a rage.
All right. Winfred...
As I go into a rage, I'm going to say to this thing, like, shiny things make Thorendir happy, and you will not make him sad! And I'm going to go into a rage.
Okay.
And if I can get it to work. Oh, here we go. Sort of worked.
Could you roll on the Wild Rage Surge, or just roll a D9 for me, please?
I'll roll a D9 on what's he on here? How the fuck do I access my dice in D&D Beyond? You know what? I don't have a D9.
Oh, yeah. I remember I had it away.
You just roll it for me, because for some reason this straight up just like the Foundry just doesn't want to work for me. It keeps saying unauthorized access.
All right. I remember I set up a command to like roll dice, but I can't remember what it was. All right, so D9. Yeah, let's just roll here.
You should be able to access my Wild Rage table.
Yeah. So you got the option which is fucking laser beams, man. So a bolt of light begins shooting out of your chest, and a creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet of you must succeed on a con saving throw or take 1d6 radiant damage and be blinded until the start of your next turn. And until this rage ends, you can use this again as a bonus action each turn.
Okay. I want to blast this thing right in the eyeball.
It may surprise. It may surprise you.
D6 on hands.
Don't bother, because the light sort of seems to shine over this thing, but it does that thing where it's got like almost like another layer of rock-like skin that goes over the eye. And it seems fine. It seems quite hardy. This thing, it easily saved.
Well, that's a bit shit.
Yes, that is Winfred's naval laser, like Hero Academia.
Okay, I am going to. How big is this thing?
Probably about as wide as you are, but a head shorter than you, as it has no head.
A head shorter than me. Okay, cool. I want to bring my hammer down on its teeth. Come on, Foundry, work with me here, please.
There's Dylan in the chat, just pay to winning himself.
I'm getting my shit back.
If you keep playing with yourself like that, you will also go blind.
Hell yeah! I just played a third D8 Bardic Inspiration. I've got 3 of them banked up again.
Okay.
Well, I'm just going to swing with my Warhammer. I can access it in D&D Beyond, but I can't access it in the Foundry.
That's all right. It'll show up in the chat log for D&D Beyond, and that's all that we need.
I rolled a 10. That's not going to hit.
10 total? No.
Yep, no. And I'll roll a second one.
There you go. 24 certainly hits.
Oh, did it actually work?
Oh, I'm seeing a lot come through now.
Yeah, 3 came through. 24 does work.
Sick. What was the 24 minus 7? Oh, okay, so wouldn't incur a critical.
No. Yeah. Do you want to roll damage for me?
Yeah. Roll damages. Yeah, Foundry's doing that thing on my computer where it's going real slow again.
That's all right. Yeah, so we'll just take the first one. So you come with the big two-handed. The first one missing. The second one, though, clocking it in the sort of in the joint between one of its shoulders and its teeth. A decent blow, inflicting 11 bludgeoning damage. This thing's not looking great, but it's still somewhat standing.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, that's all. That's all. I used my bonus action already.
Okay. The creature now. Does Winfred carry a wallet, or not really? Like he doesn't really carry any.
No, yeah. Winfred doesn't carry any money on him because he's non-materialistic.
Sure.
So like most of the money that he quote unquote has is either in Pauly or Thorendir's pockets, and it's sort of like his pay.
Yeah.
But he doesn't really ask for it very often.
Yeah. Okay, Pauly, the creature is going to try and, with one of its claw attacks, it's going to try and grab your wallet, your purse. So ability contest here.
Acrobatics again?
Yep. The number to beat is a 17.
I beat it.
Easily. It, enraged by this, is going to try and claw at you. Does a 13 hit?
No.
No. And then with its other claw, it's trying to claw at Sorn.
Of course it is.
25 to hit.
Yeah, I think that hits.
That's 4 damage.
Take it.
And then so it sort of slices into you, and then sort of reaches out and attempts to bite at sort of your side, but only gets an 8 despite. So you're again able to sort of step back and keep sort of buying space between you and this creature.
All right, I'm
Pauly.
going to use one of my. Oh yes, Pauly is next. My bad.
Gonna just keep trying to stab this boy. Talon seems to be working quite well. Nothing else does.
Oh, that looked close on my screen. It looked almost like a 20.
No.
16 it will not hit though.
Yeah. I'll try attack with a dagger as well. Just try to wail on this guy, on this sucker.
No, so the blades just can't find purchase in its rocky, craggy exterior as it's sort of wailing about, carving into each of you. Sorn.
I'm gonna roll that D8 Bardic Inspiration on my attack roll, just in case, and I'm gonna attack. Alrighty, that is a 25 to hit for 10 radiant damage.
That
Steals gold. I wonder how much gold it actually has in its belly if we burst it open like a pinata.
That's the plan.
Fuck yeah.
so you slash into it with the Moondance blade, slicing and sort of leaving a scar of radiant light, and it's maybe its abdomen. I don't know. It's very difficult to tell what this creature's body is. It doesn't like that at all, and kind of howls in pain. Anything else?
No, that is that's about it. I'll just stand here like, oh, it worked. Very nice.
Winfred.
Okay. I'm gonna try and attack its arms. I'm gonna try and like reduce its chance to grab somebody's wallet, because that's my aim here, is to stop it from stealing Thorendir's wallet.
Okay.
So I'll do my 2 attacks, and those are 2 separate attacks. They should come through eventually.
Yes, I see an 8 and an 11, neither of which.
One of those was a natural 1.
Yeah, so you are sort of hammering at this thing. It picks up your. I would say that with the 1, you go to bring the hammer down on it, and it sort of grabs your hammer out of your hand, and you end up dropping it down its throat. It becomes like a sword swallower. It just drops into its gullet.
Just give me 1 sec. Sorry, we're sorting out dinner.
So-
So I see this thing try and swallow my hammer, and I'm just going to use my bonus action to try and like laser beams out of my freaking head, just like try and get it out of its mouth.
Yeah. All right, so it's got to make a con save.
Yeah, I think the con save is like, I think it's like 12.
Okay, it passes.
Yeah, I didn't like 12 is not much of a con save.
No. And this thing is quite hardy, it seems.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I put more points into Constitution, so my con modifier would be different.
No, your spellcasting modifier is based off your wisdom.
Oh, okay.
Because that's like how you tap into your shaman kind of power, I think.
Yeah, okay.
Your con save, though, is just your health and hardiness. This thing sort of is swallowing down your hammer, Winfred. You are disarmed, and it tries to reach out and grab. Pauly is going to try and grab your purse again. Yeah.
No, it says here plus your Constitution modifier.
18.
Yeah, so I think I have to adjust that. Sorry, Dan.
That's
I
all right.
think it's 13 instead of 12.
Okay. Well, a 25 still beats it, so I won't.
Yeah, no, I know, but like I'm just
just
for future reference. That's all.
18.
18's great, but it's not good enough. As this thing grabs your pouch, and I'm going to say your pouch tears open. What comes tumbling out?
Probably say just fucking like hundreds of copper.
Describe to me what you have in there. Give us a quick list.
Straight up, like, okay, 1 second. Okay, 1 platinum, 550 gold, 50 silver, 50 electrum. I've got 1100 copper.
Any gems?
No, yeah, a diamond worth 1,000 gold.
It scoops up the diamond and throws the diamond into its gullet.
Of course it does. 1,000 gold diamond.
Do I see this diamond fall on the ground?
Well, you see it roll out of Pauly's pouch as this thing is like grabbing at the other. Sort of, it puts its claw around like the chunkiest part of his wallet and just pulls. The wallet tears in half. There's sort of a ripping. And whilst Pauly's wallet, the leather satchel still has a lot of the coins in it, coins are still spilling out on the ground. The claw is like a round claw machine on the diamond and lifts it up and drops it down.
Son of a bitch.
Seeing the diamond go, I'm going to be like, that would have been useful, and now I'm pissed off.
Well, yeah, I guess you didn't know he had that until
I
now.
didn't know he had it. Like, Dylan knew that he had that, but he never told the party.
All right, Pauly, it's your turn.
I didn't, did I? Oh, sorry.
I mean, I say its whole turn is doing that, sort of grabbing that diamond and feeding it in.
Furious. Okay, no one steals from me. So yes, once again, just gonna try and stab him.
Okay.
I mean, with as much luck as I can have.
14, not enough.
God damn it.
As coins jingle and tinkle all over the floor.
And then dagger as well.
Oh.
No. Nope.
Sorn.
Use another D8.
Rated.
Another D8 being burnt, just in case. And did that roll? That did not roll. Now it did. Come on, stop spinning on the site. There we go. So that is a 15 to hit plus / roll 1d8. That's, yeah, okay. 23 to hit for 9 damage.
Will hit for 9 damage. All right, how do you want to do this?
I just want to, as I see the diamond fall into its mouth, I'm going to use my, I'm going to rename it to my Stormlord's Blade. And I'm going to slash down in the same path as the diamond would be going.
Mm-hmm.
I want to try and like cut straight down the middle. So anything in its stomach and anything making its way down into its stomach just falls out in the middle on the ground.
Sure. So you carve down until you feel like a clink as your blade interacts with the warhammer, and this thing sort of like breaks apart as sort of shining light seeps out of it from this burning blade of yours, and it kind of starts melting into the stone around it, almost like becoming a puddle, and then sort of seeping into. Deflating like a wacky inflatable man running out of power, sort of starts falling apart and then turning into kind of an ooze and then seeping into the stone. What is left behind is the hammer handle, straight up hammer on the ground, and you see a diamond in sort of the remains of it, though it is not the full size diamond.
Okay. Well, I'll just say it looks like this thing was absorbing anything it ate. Maybe don't, Winfred. Maybe you want to get your hammer out of its remains quite quickly. And I will reach down and just pluck up the rest of the diamond. How much would I see it being worth at this point?
So now it's actually quite smooth. It's almost like circular in nature, though you estimate it's lost about half its size. So
Jesus Christ, that was fast.
So you probably value it at like 500 gold now.
Okay. And I'll give Pauly a look and just say, how long have you had this? I believe I could probably use this to help us in some way in the future, and I'll throw it back to Pauly.
No, and then I'll literally bat it back with Talon. I'm like, if you can use it, use it. I forgot about it.
All right, I'll add that into my pouch.
How do you bat it back with Talon?
Yeah, with the flat of the blade.
Yeah, the flat of the blade.
It's like a tennis racket.
Do rapiers have a flat on the blade?
Well,
They
it would
do
be
now.
Very thin one.
I probably so I wouldn't.
I imagine rapiers as like a long stiletto blade, like almost like round.
Yeah.
No,
But
a rapier is
rapier's still,
about that thick. It's not like a fencing blade where it's
Okay.
And if you were to do it for like further down the blade, so like near the hilt, you could easily bat it back.
Okay. Good. Look, this is just for my canonical in the brain.
Yeah.
I need it. I need that juice. Cool. All right. So remove 1,000 gold worth diamond from your inventory, please, Pauly, and add
I'm so happy about that.
a spherical, ooze covered $500 worth diamond.
Yeah, I've just added a diamond worth 500 gold.
Yeah, there you go. So
At
someone's got it.
At least you didn't get my copy of Gobby's Weekly.
Yeah, well,
The true value.
and then I'm just immediately before I put it into my pack, I'm going to pull out a pouch. And would you say Would I be able to like break the diamond up?
Not without tools. Not without special tools.
Let me just see. Do I have any tools? No, I have 0 tools. Sawn does not carry any tools. He is not very helpful in that regard.
Speaking of tools, I'm gonna grab my hammer out of this guy's throat.
Yeah, so it sort of melted around, leaving your hammer standing there, ready to just lift out. It's got a bit of a funky smell to it. This creature was obviously from another plane of existence, and you can sort of smell the plane of Earth. Sort of still, it's sort of like just emanating this hammer a little bit, leaving its mark on this thing.
I'm gonna give it a big sniff back. Ugh, smells like my dad's farts.
Now
Then just like flick it and try and get the ooze off of it.
Yeah.
Sawn sort of sways back out of the way so he doesn't get hit in the face with a hammer. Do we hear any?
Again?
Yeah, I definitely don't want any of that goop on me. Do we hear any more rock crunching?
No.
Okay. I will just I'm gonna move forward a little bit into the cave and investigate up to here. And judging by the map, it looks like there are like some gems or shards of something on the wall. Can I inspect those, please?
So you keep going through. There's more of that sort of glowing mushrooms and moss, and as you make your way further up here, there is sort of glowing rocks and crystals on these walls. They don't look like anything in particular that you've recognized. There seems to have been some work done here at some time, though there's huge sort of gouges seemingly taken out of these crystals on the wall. You can see big, almost like teeth marks on parts of them.
Alright, I just want to gather a little bit of the crystal.
Sure.
I'll just use like my spear and sort of just wedge it in and just sort of pop one out of the wall.
Yeah.
I just want to throw that in my backpack
Cool.
for later.
Yeah, souvenir.
Cool. I'm just going to add it as a glowy rock.
Glowy rock. Perfect.
Yeah, that's my glowy rock. And then I'll just say to the boys, maybe we should just continue on in the path we were going.
Yep, Winfred, keep leading the way.
All right.
Oh, I was leading the way? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you're schnozzing it.
You're schnoz.
We're following.
I'm schnozzing it. Okay, I'll schnoz it. I'm gonna roll a perception check. Just to see where we gotta go.
Yep. Yeah, so you pick up the trail again of Droki, the Darrow, and start making your way in. Let me just figure out where we are here.
I'm sick of this Darrow. We've been hunting him forever.
We haven't been hunting him for like 4 episodes now.
It's been half a day.
It's been a few hours, but still, I'm sick of it.
So I'm just gonna go and then just like put my nose to the ground and my butt up in the air. I'm just gonna start walking like on all fours, and then just be like,
Yeah.
follow my trail.
You press on through the caves, and you can smell a couple of things. You can smell obviously the Darrow. You can smell a lot of the kind of mushrooms and things like that are around. And the other main thing you can smell is you can actually smell water up ahead.
I'm just gonna have my nose to the ground, like mushrooms, water. What was the third thing, narrator?
Darrow.
Darrow. Well, there's Darrow as well. Which way?
Darrow, I want to go for that one.
Following the Darrow.
Eventually,
Ooh.
you break out into sort of a larger cavern. The chamber splits into 2 paths surrounding a large pool filled with water trickling from stalactites along the ceiling. The western path forms a ramp above the pool's surface, while the eastern path runs level with the water and continues into a tunnel opening beyond. The water itself isn't stagnant. It turns in darker towards the center of the pool, where it seems to be transforming into a gentle swirl and a churning vortex, as if there's sort of maybe like a drain at the bottom, a small drain, causing it to go around. And I'm going to say it's going around anti-clockwise because we're down under. And that's the way the toilets go down here.
Yeah, in the Underdark.
That's right.
In the
So
Underdark.
yeah,
In the down underdark.
The second you get up to like the surface, they go clockwise.
That's how you know you're back on the surface, lads. Even if you're underground, you're not in the down underground.
Definitely
imagine
not the giant glowing orb in the sky.
Just imagine
The water goes the other way.
Just imagine that Simpsons episode, where they go to Australia,
Yeah.
and he's just like homesick, saluting the toilet, going around the right way. Boys.
Well, the embassy has the machine that makes the.
Yeah.
That's it.
Once we get in here, I'll ask Winfred, which way do you smell the Darrow?
I can't actually move in the foundry, so I'm just going to move in the direction of the smell.
Sure. I'll move you. He seems to. The smell continues along this sort of eastern path, so that walks along the level of the lake there.
How high is the ceiling?
The ceiling is so the slope goes up about 60 feet.
Yep.
and then the ceiling is probably like another 60 feet above that. So it's quite a tall room with the stalactites at the top of it. And yeah.
Okay. All good. I was just curious. I might go stealth though. Try to be
I'm
sneaky.
also going to stealth.
I might be sneaky boy about this.
I'm also going to stealth.
Join you.
I'm gonna watch these two go into like a stealth mode, and I'm gonna put my kilt up over the back of my head, and like a little assassin.
My stealth roll is terrible anyway.
So I can either roll for deception or I can roll for stealth.
It'll be stealth, please.
Stealth it is.
Sawn?
I got a 15.
Oh,
I
yeah,
got a 7.
7.
I got a 16.
Yeah, the bear is the most stealthy of the bunch.
Okay, so
We are in a cave.
the three of you are moving along. When a tendril of the water seems to sort of snake out of the water and grab at you, Pauly. Let's see here if it catches you unawares. I assume a 12 does not hit your AC?
No.
No. So you're able to, at the last second, you see one of these tendrils kind of come out and try and grab at you. Yet you're able to kind of like hop up off the ground, flap the wings a little bit, and get a little bit airborne. And then sort of this big creature starts forming itself out of the water itself and rises up. And sort of hisses at you with spray and bubbles going everywhere. We're going to roll initiative again, boys.
Third encounter of the session. Let's go.
Yeah.
Dude, we're making our way through our battles quickly today.
We are, yeah.
Oh fuck yeah! There's another monster. I want this thing's head. Oh my
it's like
god!
it's made out of
That's
water.
such a pretty monster.
It's literally made out of water.
I'm gonna get a glass of water and keep it. I want its head.
You gotta drink it.
I fucking will. You know I will.
Do you want me to roll initiative for you, Winfred?
I think I can manage that. Nope, apparently not.
Okay. I'll roll for you.
Thank you.
Pauly, Sawn, the water weird, and then Winfred.
Um,
Am I still stealthed?
do we want to fight this, boys?
Yeah, you two, it seems to only be attending to Pauly currently.
Let's see me. All right. Well, I'm gonna. Okay. I guess I'll attack it. I'll kind of just fly. How tall is this creature? Like coming out of the water.
It starts sort of lifting itself up out of the water. It's about 30 feet tall.
All right. I'm gonna go for its head. I'm gonna fly up to its head.
Or how high can you fly? Oh, you can fly 30 feet. Yeah.
Yeah.
How the fuck do I have a +1 to stealth?
Yeah. I'm gonna fly up like 30 feet and just
We're in a cave.
and attack it.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Very nice.
Can I do
26?
something before Pauly decides to attack?
Well, no, because he moved in the initiative faster
I want
than
to
you.
cast Bolster Magic on him. I believe I can do it during somebody else's turn.
Is it a reaction?
I think so. You can touch one creature, confer one of the following benefits
No,
to
it's
yourself.
an action. As an action,
It's
you
an
can touch
action.
one creature.
Okay, all good. Never mind.
26 will certainly hit, though, as you fly up and sort of are able to plunge your sword into this watery creature, tearing away some of its watery flesh. Give me the...
Boom. 24 damage.
24 damage. Okay.
And then I'll just attack with the dagger as well.
Yeah. Ho 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 ho!
It's your fucking third crit today.
No. 3 natty 20s for the crit attacks. I would get stealth for that, wouldn't I?
No, it saw you.
Oh, okay, good point. No, I remember, but when it comes to my stealth, I get the fancy swashbuckler one.
Yeah, but isn't that on your first attack, not second?
It can be whichever attack I choose. So, yeah, that's fine
okay.
anyway. That's okay. It's all good. It's still good. 21 damage.
Yep. Cool.
It's still good. It's still good. Yeah, 21 damage. It's good. 45 damage. I've been hitting
round.
heavy.
As you sink the mundane blade into this water weird, though, it seems to resist a lot of this this attack. Despite it hitting in sort of a critical spot, you seem to sort of cut off one of its sort of Fu Manchu mustache, dragon mustaches, but it sort of seems to grow back some of that because of this mundane blade.
Isn't it a magic blade?
The dagger.
Oh, no, the dagger isn't. The dagger is not. Sorry. Yes.
Cool. Sawn, unless Pauly's got anything else.
I'm just gonna fly 20 feet.
Okay.
Like, there.
I will dash closer to Winfred. And I don't have any spell slots left, so I am going to firebolt this thing.
Mm.
See what happens.
Might make him steamy boy.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. 16 to hit for 9 damage.
16 hit for 9 damage. Fire. Yep. Cool. All right. So you hurl this bolt of fire at it, and there's sort of a bit of a sizzle, and it seems to shrug that off. The amount of water that this thing has created is made of seems to overwhelm your fiery attack.
Okay. And I'll yep, I'll be like, okay, great. That's about it. I'll take a step back, considering I do only fire damage at the moment. And I'll end my turn there.
All right. This thing swims closer to you, Pauly. And starts sort of whirling itself out into this giant whirlwind of water, and this sort of tornado of water that tries to sweep you up in it. I need you to make a DC 15 strength saving throw, please.
Strength. Strength is one that I do not have. Nope.
Okay, you take 19 bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
And you are grappled by this thing, and sort of
Can I
start.
uncanny dodge that?
Sure. Yeah.
I'll take the half. Yep.
So you are grappled by this, pulled into the tornado, and then flung to the bottom of this pond where you are underwater, and you start drowning. Now, let me just double check the rules for drowning. What's your con modifier?
1 sec. Con is +1.
Okay.
Well, for saving throws, it's +2. I don't know if that helps at all.
Yeah, it may or may not. I think you can hold your breath for quite a while because you're an adventurer. But each time you take more damage,
You can lose breath.
Yeah. Cool. All right, sweet. So you're at sort of 60 seconds, 1 plus con modifier, minutes. So you can actually hold your breath for 2 minutes, but I'm going to say every time you take damage, it's going to take a minute. For every point of damage you take, it'll take a minute off that. Cool. We may or may not get to that point. That's the water weird. Actually, the water weird is also going to try and lance out with one of its tendrils of water and grab you, Sawn. That's a 22 to hit.
Yeah.
You're going to take 14 bludgeoning damage and also get dragged into the water where you are grappled. Winfred.
I'm still stealth, so I want to jump off this rock here that's in front of me, and I want to jump like into the
Maelstrom.
into the maelstrom and attack it.
Yeah.
And while I'm at it, I want to be like, I love butters! And I want to try and swing it with my hammer and go into a rage.
Yeah.
Story beat, Winfred really likes puddles.
Okay.
He's basically a giant bipedal puppy. Let's roll for wild magic.
Also, because you've just interacted with, I'm going to say, an earth elemental, now what is close to a water elemental, or a being from the elemental plane of water, I'm going to have you make a wild magic surge.
Okay, sure. I'll roll D100 after I've done with this one.
Yep.
So I've got Radiance as well. So anyone within 10 feet of me gets a 1+ bonus to their AC.
Cool. Perfect.
And I do as well. So I now have 14 AC, and I'm jumping in the pool with these two, so they both have 1+1 AC as well.
Sweet.
And I'll roll my D100.
Firstly, roll a D20 for me to work out the how powerful the wild magic surge is.
Yeah. Working on it. Here we go. 1d20.
Okay, now roll a D100.
Crap. All right. This could be potentially very bad, guys. Just my thing's taking its sweet time.
97.
Oh dear.
As you jump in, this sort of beam, this aura of light emanates around you, giving +1 bonus AC to all your allies. And then the armor on their bodies, it's sort of glowing, and then it starts to crack, and actually all allies within you gain a -2 penalty to their AC.
What?
But not.
They have a -1.
You have a +1, but they have a -1.
So I get 15 AC.
So your +1 stays, you just get your +1 from your rage.
My +1 stays as it is, but
Yeah.
everybody suffers.
But everyone around you,
-1
their
AC.
armor starts cracking. Yes.
Okay. Well, sorry guys. That's my bad.
Is that permanent?
You don't know.
Nice one.
Whoops. All right, I'm gonna roll for my attacks now.
12 does not hit, but a 23 does.
Okay, cool. Roll for the 23 damage. When it wants to. When it feels like it. Come on.
When it's at a sandwich.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm just going to roll it through D&D Beyond.
Yep.
Fuck me, Dad. Even D&D Beyond's been weird.
Just doesn't like you, dude. You just need to have dice on your table now.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah. I rolled... Did it go through?
No.
Okay, so I rolled an 8. So 8 damage.
Plus 8 damage? Okay, yep.
Yeah.
Alright. This thing doesn't love that. It's definitely bloodied. It's not looking great, but it's still... I mean, standing's the wrong word. It's still swirling.
Yeah.
Cool. Pauly.
So I'm grappled by the creature under the water, right?
Yeah, you are restrained under the water. Because you are restrained, your speed is 0. Attack rolls against you have advantage, and your attacks have disadvantage. You can try to escape using your acrobatics and whatnot, but that'll be your entire action to attempt to do so.
I might do that anyway. Yeah, I might do that. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. I'll use my action to try to get out of this.
Cool. Give me an acrobatics check.
Boom.
Hells yeah. Especially,
30.
especially as it's a crit, I'm going to say you're able to swim out and swim back up to the surface and get a huge lungful of air.
I like beat my wings to move faster.
Yeah. I mean, you're probably well versed in falling off boats, having to get back to the surface, and then you're able to break the surface. You still have your movement and your bonus action, but obviously, that was your action to break free.
I'll just use my bonus action to attack with Talon. Fucking 12.
No, not gonna work.
All right. Well, I'll use my bonus action just to get the hell out.
I thought your bonus action was to attack.
Sorry, no. Sorry, I use my movement. Sorry, my movement to get the hell out.
Okay, it is going to take an attack of opportunity on you.
I attacked it.
Oh, true, you did. Never mind. Good.
So
Cool. Sawn, yeah.
I'm grappled currently, yes?
Yep. So same. You're underwater and restrained. So similar kind of thing to what I mentioned, except you technically have 3 minutes. But as I said, any damage you take will reduce that.
So my attacks have disadvantage, but in saying that, because I'm currently grappled, it's holding on to me, I could grab onto its tendril?
You could attempt to, yeah.
Because I want to use a shocking grasp.
You can certainly try.
If it's touching me, I have to be touching it. I don't think I have to be touching it with my. Oh, it's grasp. I have to touch it with my hands.
Well, it's sort of pounding you with water. It's sort of like you're standing in front of a fire hose, right? Being pushed to the bottom of the pool. You can try and reach out and grab it, but you certainly can touch it, but it's you still be at disadvantage on the attack because you're trying to push your hand up through this force of water to get a good hit on it, right?
All right. I'm just going to use my action to get out, and I'm going to burn that D8, that last D8 that I have.
Okay.
If it'll let me roll.
So you got to beat a 14.
It's an 8 plus a slash roll 1D. Come on. Nah, that's a 10.
Yeah. All right. You're still grappled and being held at the bottom of this lake. You still got plenty of air in the lungs for now, but that's you're not going anywhere, unfortunately.
Yep. Okay.
All right. At the start of each target grappled takes. You're going to take 11 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
So you take 11 bludgeoning damage. Give me a con saving throw here.
Con save. It's an 11.
11? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so you don't let out any extra air as you're sort of pounded by this water, but you do lose 11 minutes off your 90 minutes. Was it? Yeah, you get 3. 3 minutes. You lose 90 seconds of air. I don't know.
Okay.
Or you have 90 seconds of air, you've lost 11 of them. We're making up drowning rules as we go. It is also going to try and slam you, Winfred. That is a 23 to hit for 12 bludgeoning damage, as just this wall of water crashes over you and sort of slams you into the side of the shore. But you're not.
I'm gonna halve that. So I'll take 6. And I'm gonna act like it's the fucking best day ever. I'm like, fucking woo, do it again! And I believe it's my turn.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I want to cast Bolster Magic on Sorn.
Thank you.
So let me read this again. You can either, whenever making an attack roll, an ability check, roll a d3 and add it to your d20 roll, or you can roll a d3 and regain an expended spell slot.
Can I roll that D3?
According to that d3.
Can I please roll that D3 now?
Yeah, sure.
So that's that's your action to do so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
So you choose the benefit to give him now. So you're giving him back a spell slot?
Yeah. So
okay.
I'm giving him back a spell slot.
Cool. Yeah.
A second level spell slot.
Yeah.
Or lower.
Or 2 ones, I guess.
No. It's one spell slot. If he rolls a 2, he can select a second or a first level spell slot. If he rolls a 3, he can roll. He can get one spell slot for a third, second, or a first.
Cool. All right, excellent.
So it's just like it's basically the selection of which spell slot you can get.
Yeah, gotcha.
Not the amount you can get back. For my bonus action, I don't think this has a bonus action. But considering that it's called Radiance, can I try and blind this thing?
You certainly can. Sure.
I'm so excited, I'm gonna be like, fucking woo! And I'm just gonna like let out a blinding light.
So this blast of light, illuminates the entire cavern. Pauly, you have to turn your eyes. Sorn, your eyes are somewhat shielded by it being underwater. But I mean, your eyes actually are probably not shielded by it because you're a drow. You hate bright lights.
I do have my hood up, and which gives me better perception, like bonuses to bright light, away from bright light.
Sure, you're also underwater, so you're just getting this. It's almost like an atomic bomb has gone off above the surface of this water. In terms of light, you're all somewhat blinded for a moment, where you're all seeing stars. This creature, though, seems to not see in the traditional sense, and is unaffected.
Bastard. Okay. I use my action to use Bolster Magic on Sorn, so I can't attack him. I'm just going to sit there really excited, like, woo, do it again! And, yeah.
Cool.
I might hop out of the water, and, like, go and sit up on top of that rock again so I can jump back in the water.
Alright, it's going to try
I'm
and...
not sure if I actually could sit on that rock, but
yeah,
I'm going to...
You clamber up it, it's going to try and slam you with another wall of water as an attack of opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
But all it does is just spray you so the wave sort of laps up on the side of the rock, and just whoosh, just as you're able to get up over it, and you avoid any kind of any kind of pain whatsoever, but you're sort of drenched in spray.
Dylan and Timmy, you guys are like fighting for life with this thing, whilst Winfred's having the best day ever.
Pauly.
I'm just gonna run back in. Like, I mean, kind of just like shake myself off, get some of the water off me, and then just run back in and go for round 4.
Yeah, you got to shake that tail feather, shake a bunch of the water off. Doesn't come off as easily as like a duck's back, but you're able to get back airborne again and swoop past. 24 will certainly hit.
Yeah. Good. 25 damage.
How do you want to do this?
Just basically, I'm just gonna like cut through, or slice through. It's just under where its head would be. I'm aiming for the head to land on Winfred.
Mm-hmm.
So that way he gets splashed, and he's in the splash zone for it.
So you sort of fly through a barrel roll, corkscrewing through where its neck, I guess, would be of this creature, and the watery head comes loose and then sort of flies at Winfred like a spectral ghost, and its mouth wide. Winfred, you are consumed by its mouth as it sort of falls over you, but then it just turns to water as it splashes on you and the rock, and you sort of emerge from the spray with the rest of the pool, with that slight kind of vortex, but absent of any water weirds.
Okay.
I thought you'd like that.
Yeah.
I'm immediately going to swim out of the water, get back onto the shore, and drink another potion.
Mm-hmm.
Just smashing these potions.
Yeah, I have to, dude. I'm down to 4 hit points.
Ugh. Okay. Well, which way is this? He was down the east path, so he was down this way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm gonna assume there's no treasure at the bottom of this lake.
You don't see anything down there.
No. Okay. Cool. All right then. Well, I guess we'll just continue going.
Cool. You pass beneath the upper ramp ignoring the upper ramp and kind of making your way through the tunnels again. And that's where we'll leave it for this week, as you're trudging your way through the tunnels back onto the scent of Droki. The Winfred, occasionally just giving a bum waggle, more water kind of flicking up into Sorn's face. And yeah.
One last thing, just before we end, can I just use 10 minutes quickly to get my prayer of healing out for everyone?
Sure.
This is the final part of today.
What can you break me off a piece of that prayer to the Storm God? Give me the words of that prayer.
Stormlord, lend us your aid. We're feeling a little bit haggard today. And that's 15 points of healing.
Give us your way, your lightning strikes, and forgive us for our storm calls.
You feel a little bit of static at the tip of your dick. I feel good now.
I haven't been to that brothel in so long. How is that only hitting me now? Cool.
So, 15 points of healing for everybody.
All right. Thank you very much, boys. Another lovely session. I know we missed a couple of weeks there as we all had life things and sicknesses and whatnot. But you're getting closer and closer to Droki. In fact, Winfred, you can smell the trail getting stronger. Despite your brief stint in the wave pool, you feel like perhaps you're catching up to this
This
Darrow.
little bastard has caused us so much trouble.
I can't wait to blast him.
I'm going to be
Well, no,
happy.
we're going to shoot him with the pistol. Like he's going to be the first pistol's first victim.
All right, so I'm going to non-lethal shocking grasp him so that you can shoot him while he's unconscious.
Yep.
What's the Malcolm Reynolds thing? It was like, oh, I won't kill you in your sleep. When you face me, you'll be awake and you'll be armed. Although I guess maybe you guys aren't quite that noble.
Oh no, we're not. No, we're not.
No, I'm a drow.
Yeah. The cool. All right. Well, that was a lot of fun. We, as you said, had a lot of combats. I mean, I'll say this now. I haven't made them all combats out the gate. Okay.
Yeah, I know. The first one I tried to talk our way out of. The second one, the guy, we couldn't understand him. He just seemed like a dick. So we attacked him.
I mean, we tried to, not fight that, guy. Like we tried to be stealthy about it.
I tried to give him some ceramic chips.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
I tried to give him a packet of Lay's. He wasn't into it. So
yeah. I tried to give him.
Smith's crinkle cut.
I tried to give him some bottle caps, man, but he just wasn't having it.
Dude, if we were in the Fallout universe, he would have been stoked.
Yeah. And you've been injured and also injured in the wallet, which I think is the best kind of injury.
That hurts more.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I still have all of my gold, which is great. And now I have the diamond.
Yeah.
Yes.
Half a diamond, I guess.
Well, no, I only need a diamond worth 300 gold. So
there you go.
That's why I was going to try and smash it into like little bits of diamond worth like 10 gold.
Just little diamond chips.
I could divvy it up because you can use diamond dust as long as it's worth 300 gold. It just has to be made of diamond.
Gotcha. Cool. All right, sweet. Well, we'll call it there. Hopefully, we'll be back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel, depending on everyone's schedules.
Hopefully.
I know it's been a bit crazy heading into Christmas, but I want to thank you all for watching. I know Kate was in there in the chat. I know Josh was in there earlier as well, so thank you both for hanging out. And if you haven't already, please click on that YouTube link and go across to the YouTube channel. I'm trying to get those numbers up because right at the moment we got those rookie numbers. We gotta get those good numbers up over there. So thank you for that. Dylan, is there anything you want to say before we strike out for the evening?
No, really, just thanks for swinging by, guys.
Timmy?
Oh, thanks for having us, and thank you, DM Daddy. It's always a pleasure being daddied by you.
Almost dying.
And Jakub, you'll have to go back and watch the video and see if I did Winfred justice. There was some Winfred roleplay.
Can't wait to see that.
There was some Winfred voice work. I'm just in case you ever get sick. I think I could step in. I'm your understudy on the role. I think I could step in. So
yeah, good.
It was a decent Winfred. I'll give you that. I wouldn't go as far as a great Winfred because there's only one great Winfred, but it was a decent.
The nicest thing you've ever said about Winfred.
You're welcome. Hey, I even after we murdered all of those fucking what were they, Duragar? I tried to find Winfred some meat to eat, but all they had were mushrooms, and
big
we thought
cutie.
that was a bit weird because I'm wearing a mushroom hat currently. So.
All right, we're gonna call it there. Good night, everyone.
Okay.
Peace.
Bye, guys.